So I'm happy that I was a vehicle to make it happen. But believe me, the bill didn't pass because LaShawn Ford wanted it to pass. It happened because the people wanted it. That's how much power people have. Civil rights didn't happen because the Congress people wanted it to pass, the Civil Rights Act. It happened because the people wanted it to happen. Not just black people, but all people said it's time.
Before we have to get on the road, but I wanted to open it up to you if you all have a question for State Rep Ford before we get going.
Good afternoon. What are your views on preserving the black community?
So the black community.
No. What I mean by if there is a black community that is set in place and is fighting to remain in place and it has been displaced, how would you react to that?
Well, you know, now I have to be honest, and you may not like what I'm about to say,
I'm listening.
but I'm going to tell you that a black community, I don't know how much I support segregation as a black community as much as I support people being able to live wherever they want. I mean, black people have fought forever to make sure that they can go in every community.
Yes.
So when I hear, and I don't know how my black people feel about this, but when I hear black people saying, this is our community, it kind of makes me cringe. Because if I want to go somewhere, don't tell me I can't move in that community because it's all white. I want to go where I want to go. And so that's what I feel about it. I just think when we talk about making the community that's, give me the word, that word. No, the one when you, when you make it richer and drive people out. Gentrification. No, gentrification. That's different. When you gentrify a group out of a community,
My point.
that's bad.
My point.
I don't support that.
My point.
But I live on one side of me is Hispanic, the other side is Hispanic, the other side is white, you know.
So how do we fight that?
Gentrification. That's government responsibility, but the biggest responsibility lies with the people. The people can't stand for gentrification of their community because they are there now.
We were.
And to allow for the business community to come and push you out is unacceptable. And I think that it could be stopped.
That's what
By people coming together. I think this is a great platform to make sure that you grow the support for protecting communities' interests.
Yeah, you know, some years ago I worked for Regal Park, the park district, and I was in charge of Regal Park, Elks, and Brown Park. And so myself and George Providence kind of started noticing something that was happening. And it's speaking to what you're talking about. And what we watched happen was them change apartments to condos. And they priced everybody out and moved them across Howard Street. And so a lot of times that happens because we don't have the income to live in a community. And so when we don't have the income, it's like they know it. And it's like, well, the owners say we want what? We want our money. Like we want as much money as we can get. And with the first one, last one hired, first one fired, and their income is not there, we don't have generational wealth, then that's a problem. I'm not sure what we can do about that. Now that goes back to your forte education, and how does that get?
Well, one thing is for sure, when you are already a resident, you own property in the neighborhood. I mean, it's probably one of your greatest investments. So one, it's a really a tricky situation where you say we want to suppress the price, because guess what? If I bought this house for $100,000 this year, and if there's development in my neighborhood and it goes up to $300,000, is that what I want? I want my property value to go up, or do I want to suppress it? You know, so the neighborhood improves, the current people there actually will do better. The problem comes when the property taxes go up. So there has to be some protection for what you call, let's bring back some of the old Jim Crow laws of grandfathering in people that actually lived in the community for so long so that their property taxes could remain at an affordable rate because they're grandfathered in and they've been there. So you can't drive them out of their community because they made such a great investment to bring the community where it's at today. I hate to bring up the Jim Crow, but you know, let's if we want to, you know, maybe some people understand it. You know, let's do some, let's grandfather people in.
The combination of, you know, are we ensuring that our property taxes aren't increasing so we aren't pricing people out? Are we really making an effort for the youth that are in those communities? Are we giving them an opportunity to increase their educational background so they can increase their earning potential as they get older, so that they can make more money to actually afford their higher priced home? You know, that there isn't that one size fits all. And as a community, we have to be electing good elected officials that are willing to actually go to bat for us when we bring these issues up and say that, look, I don't want to leave my community, but it's becoming too expensive to live here. So please, we need to do things in a way that is going to make sure that folks, if they want to remain in our communities, that they can.
And it's important, Malika, that we don't just worry about the generation here. You know, you have future generations. You have renters, people that can't afford to purchase. You can't drive people out that rent. So all that has to be taken into consideration. And I will tell you, from being in office for 17 years, politicians do what people tell them. So if we are allowed to gentrify a neighborhood as a politician, somebody is saying that's what we should do.
Is it the rich people?
Somebody is driving that agenda. So you should be the one driving the agenda to protect the interests of the people. And it will happen. I mean, how long did it take to put an end to slavery? It should have happened a long time ago, but it happened because somebody was driving that agenda.